So in the middle of the night, we had not one, but two extremely special cars delivered here at the LZ compound. And they are behind one of these doors. That's right, the world famous DDE twin turbo F12 Ferrari. More crazy than anything I've ever seen in my entire life. I actually got to drive this car, but it showed up broken. So the first thing we gotta do is fix it. First task is trying to get this thing over to the shop. This is the longest engine I've ever seen before. That's so far away. So the big problem that I need to address first, and I'm assessing the damage right now. I was told the steering rack tabs are broken, so we're gonna see if we can MacGyver something up just to get this car over to the shop. That's not supposed to move like that. You saw that?
Yeah.
Holy crap. So that's the steering rack. Wow, look at that. Moving up and down all like that.
That's crazy.
So, being the drift boys, if you aren't knowing this channel, always got a pack of zip ties on me. I'm gonna see if I can zip tie it real quick, just enough so when I turn the steering wheel, the rack doesn't fly up and break something else.
Yeah.
This engine costs more than my entire car collection, so we're gonna be really careful. Can't say I've jacked up a Ferrari before. We're upgrading to a ratchet strap. I don't trust zip ties. This is a heavy car.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm gonna just ratchet strap the rack in place, enough just to move it. All right, time to test. The wheels are turning.
I think you're good.
Tire's about to be burning. I don't think these Ferrari guys are gonna think too highly of me when they see the first thing I do to his car is add a ratchet strap. He's sitting in some fancy waiting room drinking espresso.
Eating Grey Poupon by the handful.
Whatever that is. You would know you're a Ferrari owner. Problem number two, that wasn't communicated to me that I have just now realized. There's no belt, so this thing ain't got no alternator. So it might die on the way over. We're not gonna rev it. We're gonna be really nice to this thing, okay? I respect race cars, but once we fix everything, we're gonna be really mean to it. Also, this is another crazy car that's here too. We'll talk about that later. Yeah. All right, I've driven this thing before, so I should. Oh, they put the door panels in.
Ooh.
I think they maybe got those from us. I can't remember. I think I remember how to start it. I don't know. Oh. All right, ready?
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous. Another thing I wasn't told about.
The heck?
What is that?
What does it taste like?
I think it's oil.
Ferrari things.
All right, we made it to the shop. That's step one. Next step is to do a damage report, so let's get this thing on the lift. All right, so we got her on the lift, and Owen is wasting no time getting this rack pulled out of there. How many Ferraris you been working on lately?
First one.
How's it going?
Pretty good so far.
So this is the broken piece that was supposed to be holding the rack in place. We don't know if this is a factory piece or if this was a custom thing that ESSA put on, but the goal is to obviously get it back together and see if we can strengthen it. I still don't know if it broke from an impact or if it broke just with normal driving, but we want to get it right. Also, now that we can see in there, it looks like when the rack broke, it damaged that pulley on the alternator. So that's probably going to need to get replaced, and that could be why the belt flew off as well. Rack. The first step was fixing what was broken. The second step is gonna be preventing it from ever happening again. While Owen's putting things back together so we can come up with a solution, I'm gonna be taking the CRX out for a spin because when the boys are over here, which I guess I haven't mentioned in this video yet, Dave and Damon are coming through. That's part of the reason why we've been prepping the F12. We've been talking about them coming out of the compound for so long and getting the Ferrari here. So I'm super stoked for them to drive here and have some fun, but I want to see what they can do in the good old CRX. If you're new to the channel, we use this BC Racing CRX to set lap times around the compound, see how fast different people can go, and we've done some different setup things to the car, most notably the Accelera 651 Sport, 100 tread wears on this thing. I'm hoping we shave some seconds off the lap times, which would kind of shuffle up the leaderboard and give them an unfair advantage. We'll see how it does. It's been a while since I've been an old girl. Get some heat in these tires first. Lifted one of the wheels a couple times.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it on video. That felt crazy. I was going behind my house and I like kind of lifted off while I turned in and the whole thing like picked up. I think it's gonna be fast.
Sick.
All right, let's see what old girl can do. Toe plates on the front. It feels wonky. So we got 5 degrees of negative camber on this side. We've only got 3.5 on this side. So I think something is shifted on the car. Maybe at one point when it got crashed or something. It just felt so weird driving. It felt like the steering wheel was doing nothing. So I'm gonna throw it on the lift. I'm gonna give a once over on the front end. I think there's quite a bit of time just left in getting that dialed. So this wheel had more negative camber, so I think there's some sort of problem. Maybe the upper arm shifted or something.
I hear some play there.
Yeah, that's just normal Honda play. Nothing seems loose, so it just moved probably. So far, 2 of the upper bolts were loose. So it's possible on the ground it was sliding in a little bit. Like I required no force to loosen that. This is a good time to remind you guys of the Drive Like LZ promo going on Tire Streets. When you get 2 Accelera 651s as part of the Drive Like LZ bundle, you get a free super sick limited edition shirt, but that's not the best part. The best part is that you enter for a chance to win a year's supply of Accelera 651s. That's 30 tires, and all you gotta do is pick up the bundle, get 2 tires for yourself, and you can even use my code AdamLZ to save 15% off your order, save some money, get some tires, and get a chance to win a free year supply. I'm not gonna bore you with the alignment specs, but if you're an alignment nerd like me, I'll put them on the screen and you can see the stuff that I changed. The brief synopsis is I raised the car a bit to fix the camber, trying to get a better contact patch in the front, and we'll see if it makes up any time. It picks up a wheel now at slow speed, so I think that's a good sign. Yeah. All right, time to see what this baby can do for a time. Faster. It doesn't feel perfect, but I definitely think it's faster than that last lap we did with the old setup. I'll be honest, I was hoping hoping for a little bit more of an improvement in time, but I guess a half second at a small track like this is still decent. We're pretty much on par with some of the top times. 31:21 would put us right around here. I don't know how I got in the 30s with it before. I must have been chopping the grass like crazy, but yeah, I'm not trying to destroy my grass right now. So at least the CRX has improved a little bit. The most important thing though is it feels way better to drive, so that gives me more confidence giving it to other people to take a lap. All right, so we're back on the Ferrari. Everything is all welded up, but we're going to address the problem of why this is happening now. So there's kind of a two-stage problem that's going on. One, of course, is that the rack broke off the subframe. Right now, with the wheels turned, the rack is bottomed out and it can't turn anymore. Oh, and can you demonstrate just by turning the steering wheel? It's hard to tell, but you can see that when he's turning the wheel and it's at its limit with the rack, it's actually putting stress on the rack upward and downward, and that's probably what resulted in it breaking. The solution for this is to have a mechanical bump stop, which will also solve another problem, because if you look in here at full steering angle, his wheel was hitting the inside of the chassis, which is grinding the backside of the wheel, and also makes you spin out, because in a drift car, if your wheel is touching something, it's like someone's hitting the front brakes, it'll make you spin out. So we're gonna solve it by utilizing these little ears on this FDF kit. You can put a bolt in, and it's actually made to be a mechanical bump stop. Now we might need to weld some things to these upper control arms to give it a nice surface to hit, but the idea is this bolt will stop the wheel from getting to this point, putting less stress on the rack because we're not getting into the rack's maximum point, and not allowing the wheel to hit the chassis, making it drive a lot better at big angle. Looks good.
We're adding some bump stops now right here on the top of the control arm. We tacked it in. We're gonna see if it works with the wheel on and all the way down on the ground. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're gonna see if it works out. So basically when you're in drift, this is gonna come and hit here. This is a droop, so like sometimes you'll be at droop and it'll hit, but at ride, the normal ride height will be like, you know, center of that kind of. But yeah, that's the plan, for it to hit here first and, you know, not rip the steering rack out again. You can't drift after that. Put the wheel back on and we're inspecting, and it looks, the plan is going to plan.
Been given permission to test the twin turbo F12 here at the compound. I'm pretty excited about it. I just want to know before they go and drive this car that the bump stops and the way that everything was fixed is going to be strong enough, because I don't want it to end up breaking on them. But before we do that, I'm having my buddy Brian go through and follow the Ferrari procedure of how to check oil on it, because they were concerned it might be a little bit overfull with oil as it was having some blow-by issues. So we're going to check that, validate, make sure the oil levels and all the fluids are good and happy before we go and test the car. That's right there. Yeah, right there. Right in the middle?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now we do figure eight. Maybe I stalled it. I don't know if I like how much that turbo smokes. We were told possibly there's an issue, like one of the turbos is going bad, or there's an issue with the drain. They thought maybe it was an oil level issue, so we validated that. How was the oil level?
After we did the warm-up procedure, it was right in the middle between the min and max.
So it's not an oil level related thing. Maybe it's a bad turbo. I want to validate that the car's suspension is okay. If it's just a smoking turbo, am I correct in saying that like it's fine to drive?
Yes.
Okay.
Potentially it would be the drain and how it was designed to flow back into the engine. This wasn't a turboed engine to begin with, so maybe that needs a little bit of help.
I'm trying to extra do my due diligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far it doesn't rub on anything now. Obviously nothing is broken, but I want to put it through its paces a little bit more. So I'm gonna do like a mild lap through the layout and see how it is.
It sounds incredible.
Like, I want to say it sounds like a knife or something. Like,
Right, slicing.
So obviously the angle feels fine. It's crazy. I've only ever driven this car in a wet parking lot. There's such a quick steering ratio. I feel like it's
Half.
It's like almost like half a turn to lock. So in the in-car footage, it probably looks like I'm barely doing anything with the wheel.
Yeah.
So that was a little strange to get used to. The smoke isn't as bad when you're driving.
yeah, there is visual oil in the pipe though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you think it's a turbo, not a drain issue, or?
I've had really good luck with these turbos, so I still think the drain is worth looking at.
Okay.
But if it's plumbed similar as the other side, which seems fine, that would rule that out.
Got it. So I'm gonna probably do another, I shouldn't say entry, but I want to really get into the lock stop hard.
Yeah.
Just to put stress on it to see if anything's gonna crack or break. But like driving wise, it feels good. No rubbing. Like the car feels pretty balanced. I don't have a good baseline other than driving in a wet parking lot, but I'm pretty happy.
It sounds absolutely insane.
I promised them that I would wait for them to really enjoy it. So I'm trying to hold myself back and have some restraint. But this is a very special car.
Yeah.
Dude, it just took all the angle and went right to the lock stops.
Yeah.
I threw it hard and it loved it.
Hell yeah.
I'm running a lot more front tire pressure than he does, but I didn't want to make any big suspension changes because obviously they're used to the car, how it drives now.
You're right.
But that's sick. That felt really cool. I think I need to limit it there because that was rad. right, so I think that's gonna wrap things up with the twin turbo F12. The DDE boys are gonna be coming by, but I'll be honest, they are very busy and we keep on changing which dates work for both of us. So I don't wanna tell you guys the exact date yet, but it will be soon. I'm looking forward to it. I know they are too. And if there's anything specific you guys wanna see us do while they're down here, make sure to let us know in the comments. It's gonna be a lot of fun and I'm stoked to have been able to put a little bit of touch on that car and make it even better than it already was. Go check out the channel if you don't already know who they are. You probably do, and we'll see you soon.
When you say